Taurus, I am the soul pole, you are the soul pole, we are the soul pole. Together as a collective. Without you this doesn't work. We commence on 25th of October 2021. Two words from Astral DJ, rough justice. So it might be a bumpy road. Let's see. You was mentioned in the daily, so you're probably wise to watch. Especially if you're connected to a Pisces, Gemini, Leo or Scorpio. Pretty sure it's that one. Oh, I'm wrong again. There you are. So it's probably at the beginning of the week that we're coming into this. Somebody working too much, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Kids don't appreciate you not spending time with them, even though they want the material things in life. So you may be walking away, or someone is. Virgo energy. Any health issues look like they're being healed. It's the abdomen, the intestines, going with your gut instinct. Two people born 1965 plus or minus 12 February to February may be involved. It's turning your back on everything you ever believed or know to be true and following your true path. But there's confusion and it's not going to be easy. You're not meant to take this next part of the journey alone. Someone will walk with you in spirit or in the flesh. As born on the 9th or the 27th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. A lot of people are getting the 18. It may be to do with the full moon. It's the 18th of any month, living or past it, for your diary and address. 2 dogs, 1970 plus or minus 12, and a Cancer. But remember the Chinese New Year shifts, so it could be anywhere from the middle of January to the middle of February. It's negative energy. It's being torn between what you should do and what you want to do. The answer is no. You've got yes, no question, the answer is no. If there's a pregnancy, somebody's, it's no longer happening. So that's the message we was getting this morning. So it's continuing. There's either somebody lying about a pregnancy, somebody who's lost a child, if so I'm very sorry, or there's no happiness in this situation. And that your card is not speaking your truth, especially about material matters, issues with the neck and throat, losing faith. Because you didn't bring a chapter to a conclusion. This isn't over. The snake is mentioned again. It's about transformation. It's about those born 1970. It's about a vicious circle. Those born on the 21st live a no past state for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. And I'm afraid all but one of your pages is negative. So we've got the 18th, the 21st, the 1st and the 28th, all negative, and you not believing in yourself. Somebody's wearing a false mask, pretending to be happy when they're not, manifesting negative outcomes to things because they're overthinking. There's lack of communication or negative communication. There's Gemini energy, which was mentioned this morning. There's possible drug addicts, possible addictions to other things, possible criminal activity. Whatever you're suspicious about is true. You may be seeing friends as enemies, enemies as friends, but you're no longer sitting on the fence and trying to do everything by yourself. You are going to ask for help, hopefully. This could have been going on for 2 years. But your one saving grace is that you have got somebody walking beside you. And they won't let you do this on your own. There is some sort of threat to your security. This isn't over yet. Some of you could be choosing between 2 properties, 2 people, 2 jobs, etc. Yeah. Ending a toxic situation. Breaking contracts, vows, no longer being manipulated, no longer being worried about what other people think or say. Capricorn energy, those born the 15th, living or past state for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way because you're getting out of it. Releasing your hold on the situation, the outcome, people, finances, whatever it is, you need to let go and make the right decision for you. Communications, again, Gemini energy, siblings, hands, arms, shoulders, healed. There's born on the 6th or the 24th, positive energy. So you're narrowing down the people that are positive. Geminis, 6 or 24. Geminis could go either way because you've got one negative, one positive. The 1st or the 28th is negative. 6 or 24 is positive. And Virgo, there is a bond broken here. That's you though, if you're a female. Somebody in uniform perhaps, darker complexion perhaps. Somebody born 1959 perhaps. Plus or minus 12 February to February. A mother energy, somebody who's nurturing, somebody who's reliable, somebody who's predictable, money. But there is a nightmare situation surrounding this. You've got some good friends, but you are very confused as to what options you've got. And there is a house move or the loss of a home or problems within the home and family life. Again, we've got the 2 of Pentacles. You can't sit on the fence any longer. You know that you're going to make a decision, the one that's right for you. And to be honest, it doesn't matter if it's right for anybody else. It's got to be right for you. No point in living a lie. because there is an offer here of a new love or something in its early stages. It may also be a water sign child, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Unconditional love. You may feel insecure because of the lies and deceit that's going on around you. But you are making that decision. There's no two ways about it. You're not in denial. You don't even care if you're sure of your facts or not. You've got to make that decision. And when you do, make plans. Don't take action yet. Make the decision, make the plans, and then move forwards towards your passion. There may be illness and bad temper involved here, or impatience. You may want to get going now. Well, you're going to have to wait a little bit while you plan. There's born the 8th or the 26th, living or past date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. But things are about to change and become very, very clear. That 18 is important. You've got it twice. And there's the bull there in the moonlight. So you will see things a lot clearer, probably by the 18th of November. You're pausing to get your breath before you go on to the next thing, but you know there's no going back. You're at a threshold. 2 minutes. Yeah, it's been an injustice. Maybe a court case that goes against you, or a Libra involved, or issues with the lines in the marital home. There's no passion there. There's no defending this situation whatsoever. Yep, you're going to make the right choice. Like I said, it's your destiny. Make the right choice for you. You found out about who's trying to destroy you, who's trying to manipulate you, and they can't get away with it anymore. This is over, dead and buried. There may be a passing, and if that's the case, I'm very sorry. Number 8 again. This is a burden you wasn't meant to carry. It maybe because of religion or your upbringing, the way you believe things should be, but you are rebelling against that now. You're not going to carry that burden anymore. You don't need to be a martyr. There may be a conversation with your mum or a good friend who feels like a mothering energy. She will give you good advice. Home is where the heart is. If your home, the number 4 especially, is doesn't have a warm hearth, a good meal and a welcome, it's not home. Some of you may be returning to the parental home. There's loyalty here. Those born 1970 plus or minus 12 mentioned again. And a child, a boy child. And the number 18 again. So loyalty to the kids more than anything. It's just unlucky that you had to meet this fox. Somebody who intentionally set out to take from you, to use, and they will keep doing it as long as you let them. So it's your choice now to decide where you go from here. You got to believe in yourself. The 24 again, so 24 is important, no doubt in my mind. Pisces energy. It's about putting your boundaries in place. It's about not playing the martyr or the victim to get what you want. It's karmic situations, secrets and hidden enemies. The quote is, I must be a mermaid. I have no fear of depth and a great fear of shallow living, and this is shallow living. In faith and trust, you've just got to surrender to what is. The double fish is ruled by Neptune, which is actually in Pisces at the minute. So if you look on my page, it'll tell you what that means. It's the 12th house of self-undoing and finding hard to clarify things. So tomorrow might be a better day. Pisces live through many lives, pick up much here and there, and experience almost everything along the way, but sometimes they don't process things well and tend to repeat mistakes. Spirit don't want you to repeat this mistake. They have trouble maintaining boundaries and sometimes even feeling half erased. If you've ever observed a Pisces, you may notice they don't appear as intelligent as they really are. You could even call them gullible or vague, and that may be the energy that you're in at the minute. Until they start cranking out works of genius, and they can be so psychically tuned in that it'll knock your socks off. So go with your gut instinct. Pisces is a beautiful sign with much compassion, denoting true vision, that link up with the collective. Those ruled with this sign know much, so it may be somewhere in your chart. It all deep down, but the trouble sorting matters out. They are able to sense deeply, except for certain things extremely bad for them, which turn into mishaps and disasters. But for all this, Pisces still survives, and so will you. Dreamers, artists, composers, poets, mystics, victims, and prisoners. The prisoner of your own mind, that higher unconsciousness, falls under the domain of Pisces. In a superficial way, it looks as if the world is their oyster, with their talents, beauty, sensitivity, and connectedness to the unknown. Pisces sees the best and is an idealist, but the flip side is cynicism, and it comes in waves. So dreams lead you now, but clear thinking is a must. You may be extra sensitive to beauty, poetry, and you feel connected to source. You like the idea of surrendering to what is, and compassion will flow. So take advantage of inspiration and channel it into a creative project. If you have a notion or a dream, you have to swim to it. Capture that wave. A great idea from the past may re-emerge, and you may want to return and finish it, but you will want to tackle that idea soon when you're inspired, or the entire matter could disappear into the rushes. About your question, you will be confused by the reactions of others, or simply unable to get the correct answers. Pisces can be the pristine sea or the muck of a swamp, so getting lost is a danger. Make sure you're not being pulled under by other people's complications. It's even possible that you have someone in your life that saps you. Usually this is not intentional, but because of delusional way of thinking or viewing the world, and it clouds the issue. Don't you fall into that same confusion. Make sure you're protected and have proper boundaries. You may have physical symptoms, but find no reason for them. So, impatience, bad temper, illness. Be careful when this card comes up, especially in regards to medicines or drugs, because allergies and strange reactions to medication may develop. When this card is involved, circumstances may be covert or at least obscured from view. So be alert, be aware, and be suspicious. Dreams, visions, surrender, paranoia, confusion, a sense of being erased or having fragile boundaries, sensitivity, compassion, serving others. You've got to learn to say no. Linking up with a collective, wanting to merge, knowing all but have trouble sorting it out, trouble getting on track, floating and feeling adrift. The sleaze factor, so something's left a bad smell under your nose. Self-undoing, getting caught up with the wrong crowd, being caught in a snare, yes, trapped in toxic situations, being gullible, sensing much except the really bad stuff that's obvious to other people, lacking critical thought, joining the crowd when it's not a good idea. The best thing to do now is stand alone. Seeing the best, then turning cynical. Candles, perfume, intoxicating smells, oils, arts, paintings, music, poetry, the voice of the universal consciousness, the spirit world, speaking to the dead, being sucked in by odd religions or beliefs, interests in God or spirituality of all kinds, but above all toxins, drugs, allergic responses. Use your compassion, but don't be a fool. Oneness, art, the unconscious, music, water, and being a victim. Don't be that victim. Saturn and Obsidian, and that come out this morning. So 56. The attachment to all things makes you profoundly understand about the spiritual functions and also symbolises strong patience, which is what you're going to need. It demonstrates the power to move forward little by little without haste. The good thing is that it makes you keep secrets well and maintain stability. However, you may feel frustrated that you're being held back. Yes, you will, but you've got to be patient. The colour green could be important. Hang in there. The tenacity of trying to judge slow and carefully is very strong. So be alert, be aware. Obsidian. Obsidian holds great power and the positive effects appear quickly. It can drastically eliminate and neutralise the traumatic elements of busy people in society. So if things have seemed a bit chaotic, it's going to get better. Cathartic purification is very important and it heals the deep soul. It has the function of telling the truth, so somebody needs to speak their truth. It can be used when necessary and you're not feeling that you can, but you're going to have to. It can restore the energy wasted or sacrificed and reset to your advantage. So that if you put all that energy in to yourself rather than keep giving it to others, you will be more successful because it's wasted on these people. Saturn. I feel there's something else they want to tell you, but I cannot grasp it. Just believe in yourself, know your truth, and release yourself from any toxic situations. It's not your burden to carry. Thanks for listening.